Hello, everybody. This is Jaime Cortez, and welcome to Choir Stories by OCP. Today we have a wonderful guest. One and is a friend of mine too. This is Todd Dockrill. Todd is the music director at St. Michael Catholic Church, and that is in Independence, Ohio. Independence, Ohio. Todd, welcome. First of all, welcome to the program.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for inviting me. Love to
Tell
be
me where
here.
we're Independence, Ohio. Where is that? I'm not sure where that is.
We're about 10 to 15 minutes southwest of Cleveland, very close to downtown Cleveland.
Cleveland. All right. For me, as it is for you, I know that you're a fellow rocker. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. That's all I think about.
Right?
Yeah. So it's a great place. I've actually been to downtown. I was in a conference there for a week, and it's a wonderful place. So glad to have you in the program, Todd. I know that you and I have met through one of the NPM workshops, the weekly workshops that is called GEI, which is the Guitar Ensemble Institute. And you and I met under really funny circumstances that maybe we don't have time to discuss today. But I
Right.
know that they're a terrific story for another time. But we seem to be brothers from another mother. I know eventually we became close, and I'm super glad that you are here today to share a little bit about your story, your choir story with this program. So
Awesome. Super glad to be here.
tell me a little bit about what are your responsibilities at St. Michael.
So at St. Michael's, I direct the music program. I also take care of all the technology for the parish. I also coordinate the website. I do our parish bulletin, uh, and then whatever various things that Father John Malee, our pastor, needs me to do
Hmm.
today. So,
I
yeah,
always love that. That's the last line in every job description, right?
right. And I know you know how that goes.
Yeah.
So,
So
yeah,
So, since you're mentioning the technology, also, not only you have to do music, but you in this time, especially right where we're in the coronavirus situation, you probably had to ramp up a few things and just kind of get yourself into a crash course, learning new things for live stream and all that.
yeah, absolutely. And my pastor is very much for communicating with the community. So, I mean, we've really bumped up our Facebook presence and our website. And, he's trying to reach out and keep connected with the community as much as possible.
Wow, that's great. How has that experience been for you? I mean, do you feel like you got a handle on the situation, or you're still trying to juggle several things?
The first couple of weeks, I was busier than before we were in COVID,
Exactly. Yeah.
and now it's still very very steady because my responsibilities have shifted in a way, but um, it was one of those things where it was really really exciting to be able to do the extra work to make sure we were staying connected with our community. So it was all for the benefit of everyone.
It was worth it. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, first of all, you're not alone. I'm pretty sure that most people who are watching this program can relate to that, situation where they became busier by, in the middle of this, in the middle of April, all of a sudden we were all thrown into this, trying to find technology and understanding live streaming and camera work and lighting. Boy, did I learn a lot about lighting. So, yeah, definitely, you're not alone in that situation. Tell me now that I mean, once coronavirus hit, um, what were some of the drastic changes that you felt that happened, from previously? What were you doing before?
Yeah, so I had less personal interaction with my choir and my musicians, but that got replaced by technology things, trying to make sure that we were staying connected, getting live stream working. So instead of necessarily planning out rehearsals and doing those types of things, now I'm working on PowerPoint slides and things that are enhancing the live stream liturgy. Um, so that's where it's shifted, and I do miss the personal interaction of the musicians and all that.
Oh
Um,
yeah, boy,
so
don't we all? I mean, my choirs and my groups, I just that's one of the hardest hits I've had, and I'm sure from the people I've talked to, it's always the same, that they miss their musicians so much. Have you had any chance at all to maybe have a brief meetings maybe through Zoom, with some of your musicians or your choir members?
I've kept in contact through email, and we actually do have a Zoom meeting scheduled for this week. I'm sorry, for the beginning of next week.
Good,
So we'll connect that way. Yeah.
good. Um, how is your community doing? Have you opened up again? Are you opening up to have some masses?
We officially opened the Diocese of Cleveland up on Memorial Day, so
Mhm.
Monday the 25th, and we will actually be open for Sunday liturgies, for weekend liturgies this weekend. So
Wow. So it'll be the first time you're going to get to see them. Well,
yeah,
we'll keep you in our prayers. I know that for me here in Arizona, this will be our third weekend open. And I have to tell you that, at least in my experience, I can't speak for all the churches, but I think in general, it has been people have been cautious and they have been kind of coming in carefully. So even though people have a limit of how many they can fit in a building, I don't see that the majority of the churches hit that limit. People were very careful about coming in slowly, and they were all very polite and cooperative. So I felt that that was a very welcome situation, because for all of us in the staff, we were all very nervous, and also nervous about having to close the doors, at a limit, and maybe send some people away. But it hasn't happened yet. So I think that everybody understands the situation and they've been very cooperative. So I pray that that happens too at St. Michael's, and that you guys can have a peaceful weekend. It'll be tricky the first time. There's a lot of unknowns. So
right, right. We're expecting some, unexpecteds.
of
So
course, of course.
we'll wait.
Well, and maybe there will be many other musicians that will be in your situation this weekend coming up. So let's hope that that Pentecost becomes something that will be a positive thing for everybody. So tell me, if was there any music, maybe any music that you were preparing that you felt that maybe you were excited about doing and that you didn't get a chance to do?
Yeah, there were two pieces in particular. One is well, actually, you wrote it. We were really excited to the Serving King the Thursday, and of course, we didn't get the opportunity to do that. I just think it's a wonderfully written song, and we really wanted to do it. We were excited, and well, next year, right?
Well, thanks, Todd. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Holy Thursday is just such a beautiful celebration. I'm sure it is in your place too. And I was so looking forward to that. That was the one that was hard to miss. And the vigil, of course. Actually, the whole triduum is very beautiful now that I think about it. But in Holy Thursday, we have some beautiful music. I always look forward to in the washing of the feet. We do a song called "Great is the Love," and it's a bilingual piece that we do during the washing of the feet. And it's just I miss that so much. And
Right.
of course, during Easter, one of our staples is a song called "Roll Away the Stone," and we didn't get to do that. So that's
Okay.
another one that we miss a lot. So yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, is there any message that maybe you would like to send to your singers and your players at St. Michael and Independence, that that just maybe a few words of encouragement to them, and maybe in that way it will be a symbol to maybe send encouragement to all the musicians and all the choir members of the country at this time?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, all we can do is pray for everyone, and a quick resolution to this, so that we can all return to some sort of normalcy for the church. And it's tough for me because I love the congregational participation in the choir. So I'm as much drawn back by this as anybody else, and all I can say is we need to be hopeful that we'll get through this, and we'll come to a day where we can all rejoice together like we're accustomed to.
I think that wish and that prayer is communal. All of us share it, and I think we're also connected by that, by that sentiment. So thanks, Todd. Todd Dockrill in at St. Michael Catholic Church in Independence, Ohio. We thank you for taking part in the Choir Stories by OCP. I'm hoping to see you in person sometime. I guess we're not going to get to do GEI this year, so I guess we'll have to skip this year, which will be painful for all that family. But it's great to see you at least on camera, and I hope that your weekend goes very peaceful this weekend. Again, thanks for taking the time to talk to us today.
Again, thank you for having me. It was great. So,
Well, until the next one, peace.
peace.